In this video I'm going to show you how to get your Google Analytics tracking code, and I'm also going to show you how to then paste that into the back end of a WordPress website so that Google Analytics can start to capture and report all of your website traffic data and various other analytics. So I'm starting here from my Google account. As you can see, I've already signed in. And from here I need to navigate to Business Solutions and then to Analytics. Now I've already signed up for Google Analytics. If you haven't done so, then you can do it by clicking on this link here, but I'm going to go straight to my Google Analytics account. And as you can see here, I have two accounts already linked to my Google profile, and I'm going to add a new website profile to this one here. So there's a little link here that you can click on to add a new website profile, and you will then see that you're given the option of either adding a profile for a new domain or adding a new profile for an existing domain. And now in this instance I'm going to set one up for a completely different domain, so I just type in the URL here, which is brentwood.co.uk. I don't want to track the Google AdWords data for this account, so I'll uncheck that and click on Finish. And as you can see, what Google Analytics has done is now to create a unique web property ID for this profile. So this unique ID just here, we need to just copy and paste. If we're using a WordPress plugin, it's very, very quick and simple to do that. I'll show you in just a moment how to do it. If you don't have WordPress as your website platform, you will probably need to come down here and copy and paste all of this code into the back end of your website. Now it has to be pasted in on every page that you want to track, and the easiest way to do that is usually to paste it into the code for the footer, rather than having to do it individually for every page. It's important that you paste it in the correct position, so it's, as it says here, it has to go immediately before the closing head tag. Now if you're not familiar with HTML code, this is something you may want to ask your web designer to do for you. But as I've said, with WordPress you don't actually need to know any HTML, because there's a very quick and simple way to do it, which I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to just start by copying that ID. I'm then going to navigate to the dashboard for my website, and I've come to the plugins. Okay, so in the plugins menu, you can just click here on Add New. You can then just type in whatever it is that you're looking for, in this case Google Analytics, search the plugins, and it will show you a list of all the available plugins. Now the one that I want to use is the one at the top here, Google Analytics, so I'm going to click on Install Now, click OK, and then I'm going to activate the plugin. Okay, so that's now activated, you can see it just here. So what I now need to do is to scroll down to Settings, and I'll just open that up again. And now have a little code for Google Analytics. Okay, so all we now need to do is just to paste in the property ID. I do want to enable asynchronous tracking, and then I'm going to save the changes, and that's all done. Now if I go back to my Google Analytics account and then save and finish, I can now see that this profile has been created. Don't be surprised to see this yellow warning triangle in the first instance. It's not instantaneous. It does take usually only a couple of minutes, but can sometimes take a bit longer than that for Google Analytics to actually detect the code. But you can very easily check by just clicking on Edit, and then at the top here, this link here that says Check Status, and you can have a look at your tracking status here. Now, this is saying that tracking is not installed, so clearly it hasn't been detected yet. But you know, I would, as I say, I would not necessarily expect that to happen straight away. It would normally happen, you know, pretty quickly, but it's not always instantaneous. When Google Analytics does detect that tracking code and starts to capture the data, that yellow triangle will turn into a green click. So if it doesn't happen immediately, just check back a bit later, and chances are it will have turned into a green tick, and then you'll be up and running. Okay, that's it. Very quick and simple. So go get your Google Analytics tracking code and install it in the back end of your website and start tracking that data. Thanks for listening.